Hello everybody, it's me again, Charles Norman from Sports Solutions LLC. We are the creators of the AthleticSOS software program. That program allows student athletes and their families to find the right fit athletic scholarship opportunities, and also allows those that are experts such as coaches and travel and club teams to be able to work with those student athletes to reach out to the college coaches and let them know that those student athletes meet the expectations of the colleges and they can play at that level. There's sort of their credibility for them. And so we've tied those two things together. And what we've been doing in the last few years is we've been making all these agreements with these different organizations, and it's still coming down to, this is March of 2019, and we just went through our January, February period where we're finding out all these seniors again. After 6 years of doing this is our 6th year, I'm finding the same issues every single year. We've got a bunch of seniors who've just found out that they're not going to be picked up this year for athletic scholarships, or at least the situations they thought they had wrapped up are not coming to fruition. And so the first thing I want to tell you guys is, if you want to play at the collegiate level, don't ever, ever, ever let anybody, any expert, tell you you can't do it, that it's too late, or there's no chance, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that. The place that you can play probably doesn't even know you exist. The place that wants you probably doesn't even know you exist. So you need to reach out to them. That really is the big secret out here. But there's a lot of people that I don't even think they even mean harm, but there's just a lot of negativity in the world. A lot of people that love to tell you what you can't do and what you shouldn't try to do, or what you should settle for, just because it's the easier route. And so that's the first thing I want to tell you guys. If you want to play, you can play. We can help you get there. I can't promise you're going to get an athletic scholarship. I can't promise you're going to get to go to a school that you want to go to. But what I can promise you is that if you use our software, you're going to know all your options, you're going to know all the opportunities out there, and we're going to show you how to reach out and at least go for it. Worst case scenario, you have to play at a lower level than you thought you were capable of playing at. Or you may have to play somewhere that you weren't particularly looking to go play, but actually might be a good fit for you. But at least know what your options and your opportunities are. So that's phase one. So what I'm actually going to do in this video is going to be a little longer than most. I'm going to walk you through our software. And I've kind of done this before, but I've always limited a little bit. I'm going to take you deeper than I've ever gone inside of our software. After 6 years, we're feeling a lot more secure. At least my team is. I would have done this a long time ago. But even for my team, we feel a lot more secure about our position and what the software that we've written. A little background on me before I go even further. I'm not a ex-college coach. I didn't play at the collegiate level. I got into this from a parent's side. I almost blew it for my daughter, right? She's a good player, could definitely play at the collegiate level. I didn't understand the system, but like most of you guys, I knew something was wrong, but I didn't understand it, so I made her go to her local high school, which is a good thing for me. I wanted that. Since I grew up, I got bused to school. I wanted my kids to be able to walk to school, and this was their local school. We were in a great area. We got an opportunity to live in a great area, so I wanted her to be able to walk to school. Now, the better athletic school was a little bit further away. We still could have qualified to get her there, the way the CIF rules were. As long as we put her there in the freshman year, she would have been okay, and they wanted her, and it was a great team. But I put her in her home school, so that was strike one for us. They weren't very good at sports, but she was good, so she brought them up, so that worked out okay for us. Number two, travel and club programs. Back then, this is back in 2008, 2009, back then it was very expensive, very competitive to get on a quality travel and club program, and you needed to be on one of those programs in order to be seen by the college coaches, right, to get that exposure. Because if you already didn't go to the top high school, then you better get your exposure on the circuit, the viewing tournament circuit. So it just so happened that coincided with the recession that we had, and in my job, I got put on furlough, still working, money's coming in, but we weren't making as much because they made us take days off. And so I've got less income coming into the school, and that coincided with my oldest kid, not my daughter, my oldest kid, my son, going to college. So we've got a lot of stuff on our plate. So when I went to go do put her on the travel club circuit. This is coming out of her 9th grade year, going to her 10th grade year. She had a great 9th grade year. She was sort of the star of the team, but you know, that's not the big deal there. But when we went to go to the travel and club program, it's a very highly rated travel and club program. And maybe I'm just naive, but I assume she had a great year at high school. She'll be playing for this top club program. But when we got to the club program, of course, we did the tryouts, and there are bigger names all around. And so one of the things I realized with the travel and club and the circuits and all that stuff, if you went to the big name school, they wanted you on the top club team. So there's this, it's just a weird relationship out there. So for these clubs, they needed some marquee players to make it worthwhile for the college coaches to come out and see them. And the guy that was running this program, fantastic guy. So we were sitting in a room. My daughter, you know, makes the cut or whatever they're doing. Everybody's out there trying out. And so I'm sitting, and he has the meeting with all the parents. We go back the next week, and we're sitting there, and I find out that she made the team, but because she's coming from the 9th grade to the 10th grade, and these other kids were going from 10th or 11th grade to their senior or junior years, that they were going to put her on the team just below the top team. But it was going to cost me the same amount of money. And so that's where I may have gotten a reputation as the parent that doesn't know how to cooperate or doesn't know how things work and is not patient or whatever. But I really couldn't afford the amount of money it was going to be, not just to get her on a team and to get her uniforms and all that kind of stuff and to travel, but this is my daughter, so I got to go with her. So I'm looking at the total cost, and I'm saying I can't do this. And so, you know, I've already made this a long story, but long story short, we ended up not going with that program. We ended up working with some other parents. We put a team together that were from different parts of the city, and it worked out just fine. She had a great year, great sophomore year, and we got her where she needed to be. But during this time period, her coach for her high school used to be a junior college coach. And that junior college coach is the one that taught me the best way to get a kid noticed by a college coach. And so what I basically have done with the AthleticSOS is I've taken what the information that he gave me and I've just automated it. We had to do it with writing letters and put them in envelopes and mailing them out with DVDs. It was back that long ago. And we got it done, but I've automated it. And so that's what I'm presenting to you guys. So I'm going to stop talking here for a second. I want to show you guys the software. But before I even do that, I do want to let you know there will be a cost to this. So if you're looking for something free, this isn't it, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. But I'm going to make it a minimal cost because I want you guys to try out the system and see. Even our regular cost is below anything else out there, so we blow everybody away. But I want you guys to at least get a taste of, and make sure that what I'm telling you is legitimate, right? So I'm going to stop now. I'm going to let you see the system, and then I'm going to come back and tell you what you need to do if you want to give it a try. Okay, guys, see you on the other side. Welcome to AthleticSOS.com. And as you can see, if you come to AthleticSOS.com, you will be able to always log into the system. And regardless of whether you've come to us as a solo or you're working with an organization or a group or a high school, once you log in, once you click on member login, we will find where you belong and let you get to your profile page. So it's a very unique thing. So if you are working with an organization or a group, they may have a link that will take you to the page for them, but it doesn't matter. As long as you remember AthleticSOS.com, you can always get back there. Very important. 3 things I want to do here. 1, I'm going to show you how you would use the system if we give you a code, which you're going to get. If you're watching this, you're assuming that there's going to be a code that's going to get you started so that you can register. And I'll show you that in a moment. But number 2, I'm going to walk you through the process as if you are a member of AthleticSOS. And then number 3, and I think the most important, I hope I am able to show you why this is so important that you do it the way that we've set things up. Not that you don't do the other things, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later also, but that our way is unique, and the reason why we are trying to be insistent that you take advantage of this opportunity to look out for yourself. Okay, so let's get started. Again, this is where you would come in to log in as a member. Once you're a member, you would have your login credentials, but initially we're going to give you a code. And that code is going to allow you to register. and it's going to allow you to register for the price that we've given you in this video. So you would simply click here, need to enter a code, and you would enter the code in here, say use code, and it will start you on the registration process. Now I'm going to stop for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and log in as a member, and then we're going to walk through using the system. Okay, guys. Okay, everyone. So we're logged in now, and as you can see, we are on the parent portal. And so this is where most of you will do your work. Part of your registration process, you built this profile for yourself, your height, your weight, some information about you, your high school, NCAA IDs, NAIA ID, any photo links that you might have, and things like that. And then over here on the right hand side, you can see where you can add videos for yourself, your social media, any different sports you may participate in, and then any upcoming events that are going on. And I won't go deep into those areas, but I do want to show you this. This is the part of our system that is unique to us. You're going to build a list of schools that match you. So let's get into this right away. So all you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you're going to say add schools. And there we're going to start with your GPA. You can change your GPA using this instance. I use the 2.0 here because I want you to see that we also will let you know if your GPA is restricting you in any kind of way. And you can see with the 2.0 GPA for NCAA schools, you are not eligible to participate. And the same thing for Division I, Division II, and we'll let you know that. And then also down here, we have your ACT and SAT scores. So these are ACT and SAT scores that we've put in. You can also edit these. But we're going to continue on. We're going to hit next. And then you're going to select your sport. So in this case, let's select for this person, let's select basketball. And then let's select an area of the country. Now you can either select a region or you can select by state. And you can notice over here, we'll show you the regions in which states are included. So in this case, let's say I'm on the West Coast. So let's say I want to look for some schools down south. And then you're going to select a level that you can play. So you can see here we have all of the different levels. NCAA Division I, II, and III, which NCAA Division III does not offer athletic scholarships, but we explain that in the system. NAIA, and we also do junior colleges. And so once we pick one, in this case, I'm going to pick Division II, and we're going to hit search. And once we hit search, our algorithm is going to take over. We know it's a male. We know that it's a Division II playing basketball, searching for schools in the South. And we're going to give you a list of schools. And you can see that returned quite quickly. And you can see we show 138 different schools in the South, matching those academic standards. So these are the schools that you match up with academically, which makes this unique to you because your scores are your scores. And then what we want to do is, right now they're alphabetically labeled. You can sort on the field by state. And then one of the other things we do is a lot of student athletes want to attend a school that has a football program. Even if they're not playing football, it's a more robust sports school. There's a lot more going on the campus. And some kids want to go the opposite way and they want a smaller campus. So you can kind of tell in this world, with or without football, how big the school is. And then over here, we're going to do what we call a decision assist. And so I'm not going to go deeply into this because that gives away a lot of our secrets, and this is open to everyone right now. But suffice to say, we're going to say you're looking for schools with blue, and you can sort on this field also. So if you sort on blue, these are the best schools for you academically that have your sport, and I'm going to leave it at that for right now. And so we'll just pick one of these schools here. Let's pick Augusta University in Georgia. And we're going to click on details. And once we go on details, and some of this will be blurred out because, again, this is something that once you're a member, you can see everything. But for right now, we're going to blur some of these things out because this is just showing you a demo of what to expect. And we're going to give you a ton of information about the school here up at the top. We're going to show you where your scores left you in case you need to go back and take the SAT or ACT, because if there was another color scheme there, you will know to be at the top of the list. You're going to want to go back and get your scores up a little higher, but this will let you know where you are versus where the school's average is. Then down here in the middle, we have coach contact information. This definitely is being blurred out, but just know it's there. And then down here at the bottom, right now, you know this school academically, you qualify for, but you don't know too much else about the school. So you want to go here and you want to look and you want to see, does this school have my major? What does the campus look like? What is the feel of the school? Not that you're visiting there, although they're getting better and better at that, but right now you're just trying to get a feel for the school in general. So you want to do that. Then you're going to come over to here. We have a link for the athletic homepage. Now, one of our teachings inside AthleticSOS is we teach you, you're looking for a school with a robust athletic program, and their athletic homepage should give you an indication on how robust it is. Is it up to date? Is there a lot of information there? Those are things that you're looking for as you start to select a school that you want to attend and to participate in the sports there. And then finally, we're going to give you a link to the sport homepage. Very important. And we teach you how to go in there. And really what we're trying to do is let you build and find the school that fits you. And we talk more and more about that inside. There's tons of videos that tell you how to go and do your research. But I just want you to know that all of these are here. And if you like this school, if this is a particular school you like, you simply add it to your list. And then you can go back in and you can start searching all over again. If you're Division II, you can most likely play at the Division III level. Or NAIA, and definitely a junior college level. And so these are options for you, and you will be able to do this yourself at home. No one else is in your way. No one else is bothering you. I want to show you a couple of other resources that we have here. So under our resource tab here at the top, we're going to give you a link to the eligibility centers for the NCAA and the NAIA, and we emphasize you get in both of those eligibility centers. We also give you a link to the SAT and ACT websites. You need to know where those tests are. Don't rely on anyone else, not your coaches, not your counselors at the school. You should know the dates for these tests so that you can look out for yourself. And then one of the other things I mentioned to you guys is under our media tab, we have tons of videos on how to use the system, but we also have some videos on things that we think you should be thinking about as you start to look for the perfect school for you, the perfect match for you. And we call that our AthleticSOS Scholarship Academy. And so all of that's available to you. So having shown you all of this, the most important piece on this, and I'm going to show you right now, is this page right here, this section right here, because this is unique to you. And this I cannot emphasize enough. No one else is going to have this list of schools because no one else is you. The priorities that you've set for what you want to do, what you want to accomplish at college, when you go to college and when you attend a school, that's unique to you. And that's why we're different. Now, there's other pieces of this. You're going to be able to create your own profile. You're going to be able to send that profile out. But we talk about that inside the system. So I'm hoping that I've shown you enough that you can understand the difference between us and everyone else. Most recruiting services, they may have some software set up. Sometimes they won't let you use the software. We absolutely give you full access to the software to do your own searches. But what they do is they put you in a database. And inside that database, there's people looking, there's other student athletes right next to you. So a coach may come looking for you and they can see someone above you or below you, a little taller, a little faster, a little whatever. They're doing shopping. But in our system, we're shopping one person, and that's you. We're marketing one individual, and that is you. And so what we want you to do is find your best fit. Okay, guys, I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood what we're offering you and how different it is, and we're hoping you take advantage of it. Thanks a lot. All right, so you guys had a chance to look at the software, and I hope it's what I'm telling you guys it could be. And there's a ton more information. There's the videos to look at to tell you exactly what to do. So what's my offer here? So what I'm offering you guys is 1 month access as a member. I'm going to give you a code. You're going to have 1 month access, and I'm going to charge $10 for that 1 month. So at the very least, you could go into the system and find the colleges that match up to you guys. And you want to, you can write them down. It also gives you access to all of our videos, our training videos, telling you what you should be looking for, what you should be doing if you want to get an athletic scholarship. I think that's alone worth the $10. But when you're doing your searches, what we're hoping is you will continue on with us, that you'll see the value, that it was legitimate, that what I told you it could do works. It'll give you a month to try it out. So go in, find those schools, reach out to them the way we're telling you to do, see what the feedback is. You might even get a chance to do it a couple more times if those schools aren't interested in you, but go ahead and give it a try. And here's the thing I always say about our software. I've never knock anyone else. There's a bunch of recruiting services out there that can really do a good job for you. And so I never knock them, because no matter what they're charging you, it's less than the cost to go to college. So if you can get that money back through either athletic scholarship money or some kind of money that will help defer the cost of going to college, you've more than made your money back. So no one's charging you so much money that it's not worthwhile. But what I say with our software is, do our software, get your list of preferred schools. Find the school that fits your kid. This is the biggest difference between us and everyone else. Your kid is unique, and they should be looking for schools that match their hopes and dreams and their personality and where they want to be. And there's thousands of schools out there that have your sport at the level you can play at, that want you there. So find those schools, and then if you want to go with a more hands-on type of environment, go ahead, but take that list of schools you have now and go, hey, can you take a look at these schools first? These are the ones that we've already looked into. And if they're not willing to do that, I would not give them my money. Find somebody else to do it, okay? But you can do this yourself, and you can get, and all you're really trying to do at this point is get someone to come and take a look at you live, because no matter what those other recruiting agencies and systems or whatever it is do, the coaches still got to vet it. They got to come and see that you can really play at the next level, and they just see you against that sort of competition, that level of competition. It doesn't work just from your high school. It doesn't work just because someone vouched for you. They've got to see with their own eyes that you can do what they think you can do. So that's going to happen anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna stop now. I hope you guys take the time to come. It is not your fault. And if you don't learn anything else from this video, or you don't even decide to go with us, remember this. It is not the best athletes that get the athletic scholarships. It's not the best student athlete. It's not the best prepared athlete. You know, you've taken the right courses the NCAA requires. You're in the eligibility centers, both NCAA and NAIA. You've got your grades up. You've taken your SAT, ACT. You've joined the right. You've done what you needed to do on your high school team. You've done what you need to do with your club team. You've gone to the combines and the showcases, and you've done what you needed to do. And you still may not get an athletic scholarship, and it's not your fault. It's just the way the system is set up, because there's only so many people that these colleges can see, that can be on their radar. But if they knew you were interested in them and you can play and you're a complete surprise to them, they will take a look. You just got to show that you can do it. Okay, so you can get this done. You just need a little bit of help, and that's what we're hoping we can provide for you guys. And that's all we're trying to provide. Hey, we're growing like crazy. So I know what we're doing is right, and I know our message is right, and no one can figure out how we got there, because I don't have a background in athletics, scholarships, and all that kind of stuff. I just have what I went through with my kid. I built a system based around that, and now we're showing it around, and people are completely blown away. My background, 35 years. I've been a systems analyst, senior systems analyst. I've run major projects. I know how to put this software product together. I know how to take an idea and automate it, and that's all I've done. The difference is that I went through this as a parent, so I understand what you're going through right now. You don't want to mess it up for your kid. You want to help them out. You're not quite sure. You don't know who's telling you the truth half the time. Well, this is a chance for you to check it out for 10 bucks. You can check it out, and if I'm full of baloney, write some bad stuff about us, but it only costs you $10 to find out, all right? So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now, And I'm gonna, at the end of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a code that you're gonna use, and then the instructions on how to go ahead and use the code. Best of luck to all of you as always, no matter what you're trying to do in life. Don't ever let anybody tell you what you can and cannot do. I can't even tell you how many people told me this whole thing with this software was a bad idea. It'll never fly. They won't let you do this. They won't let you do that. Bunch of nonsense. You have a dream. You have a goal. You have some things you want to accomplish in life. They seem a little bit difficult, but that's because you don't have the information, and we're going to help you get that. Okay, guys? All right, so we'll see you on the other side, hopefully. And if not, go forward with your dreams. We wish the best for all of you in your endeavors. Okay.